Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Cleveland Indians and the Oakland A's. The Athletics have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Chris Bassett, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. He hit 7 home runs last month. That's a legit power threat. When you start looking at that over the course of a long season, he's putting up some big numbers. This guy's got great power.
Here's Michael Brantley, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 3 so far. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out to right. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. This is pulled into right. Piscotty is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Guys, this was a team that looked shaky prior to the start of this winning streak. What's allowed them to get hot lately?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Look, man, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Hey everybody, I'm Mark DeRosa. Thanks for playing MLB The Show.
Here comes the first pitch. second. Kipnis has it. And that's the second out.
Batting third baseman, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Late that time for a strike.
0-1.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
0-2 the count to Jed Lowry. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And a hard sinker there, chopped foul at home plate. Kluber's ready. Here's the 0-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. A's are gone in order. We are still scoreless. Edwin Encarnacion now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He gathers the throw. He is out.
Batting fifth, first baseman number 17, Yonder Alonso.
In now for Cleveland, Yonder Alonso. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Sent on the ground out to second. Barreto fields cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate. You know your average is dip below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
Stepping in, Yan Gomes. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 1 pitch on its way. Hit to short. Simeon's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
Designated hitter, Chris Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. And he struck him out.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Into the box, Matt Olson, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
A swing and a ground ball to third, and a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Joyce. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Olson leads off first with 1 away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7th, right fielder.
So striding in, Stephen Piscotty. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. Kluber pauses, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland, who move to the 3rd with no score. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Fielder, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready now, Tyler Naquin. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Third home run for him on the year as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Well, as always, he wanted to spot that sinker at the knees or lower, but this one was up in the zone. So it's like a flat fastball that didn't move. Those usually go a long way.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Standing in now, Michael Brantley. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Fowler is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Indians are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Lucroy. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Franklin Barreto becomes out number 2 this inning.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that. And beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty looking pitch.
Into the box, Dustin Fowler. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding in once again, Jose Ramirez. As we begin the top of the 4th.
Jose Ramirez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
He's set. Here it comes. That smokes, but right into the shift. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
Line to the right side.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. Fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first at bat in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. Semien in an 0-2 hole here. This one's down to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Third baseman, number 8, Jed Lowry.
And with 1 gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry. First delivery to him on the way. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Chris Davis now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Kluber sets his sights. Here he comes 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. It remains 1-0. Digging in to try to get singled his last time up.
Jason Kipnis.
First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Yan Gomes. The pitch. And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. Calling for it, Piscotty. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Hard liner to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. He's 0 for 1 thus far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brantley is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Stephen Piscotty. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking his zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Gomes is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A's are gone in order. They still trail 1-0. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Fowler looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center, his second of the game, and with it the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a...
The left fielder, number 23.
Here's Michael Brantley. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Brantley will take the turn and head for second now. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw, and Brantley is in there at third base. He's got himself a triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
In now, Jose Ramirez. He swings and grounds it to short. Taken in by Simeon. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 31, Liam Hendricks.
Edwin Encarnacion now. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit. The relay, and the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here's Yonder Alonso. High in the air out to center field. Fowler's under it. And that's the third out. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Indians 3 and the A's nothing. In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Naquin is there, and he has it for the first out.
Second baseman,
Digging in to try it again, Franklin Barreto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, and it's 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Marcus Semien.
Ready for another chance? Marcus Semien. No hits to this point. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Fowler is on his way home. He comes across to score. As they get one back, it's 3-1 now.
And you can't count your chickens before they hatch. He was one strike away from getting out of this inning.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher.
A drive that's got a chance. And that ball is gone to tie it. These guys don't want to go away. This game is all knotted up. So a two-run homer down the line in right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the A's have come back to make this a 3-3 game.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Red Haven.
Stepping in now, Chris Davis. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Kluber's ready. Here it is on 0-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Jason Kipnis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Kipnis will take the turn and head for second now. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hit on the ground to short. Simeon's there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Digging in once again, Lonnie Chisenhall. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Lucroy is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Naquin. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. It's stretch time here in Oaktown, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Olson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Missed with a breaking ball. Pulled toward right center field. Chisenhall on the move. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's one away now.
The left fielder, number 23, Matt Joyce.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Joyce. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Kluber's ready. Here he comes 0-1. Good looking sinker on the inside corner.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. No change in the score. It's 3-3.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new
pitching for the
pitcher set to
Athletics,
come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Francisco Lindor. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Lifted the other way out to left center. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. And he's safe.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's Michael Brantley. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 4-3 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Brantley gets his lead at first, nobody out. There goes Brantley. Ripped toward the gap in right. And a big insurance run comes around to score from first.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Edwin Encarnacion now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler's under it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Yonder Alonso.
Here's Yonder Alonso. They've got two already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now a 6-3 game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Ready for another shot now. Jason Kipnis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Grounded to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Indians 6 and the A's 3. In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Swing, and he gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense. All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Center fielder number 11, Dustin Fowler.
Striding in once again, Dustin Fowler. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys?
Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yards. Every pitch is another chance.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. As he hits one on a line to left field. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. Still even at 2-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Swing and a little tapper. Semien, base runner at first with 1 out.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Now a long throw to third, and he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
They call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zipped right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. George Cantos takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. First offering on its way. Way out in front.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, and he fouls this one off. Cantos has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty D, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away.
Sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the 9th inning from the East Bay. It's the Indians 6 and the A's 5. Chris Hatcher enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in for the Indians, Yan Gomes.
And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Tyler Naquin will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Joyce is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Francisco Lindor. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Chisenhall is off at first with 2 away. Lifted down the line in left.
Chasing after it is Joyce.
He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left for the Tribe as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Here's Matt Joyce now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Matt Joyce.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Protecting. On 0-2, so we'll do it again. The 0-2 once more. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Little tapper down the first baseline, but that one rolls foul. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Bouncer up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Next up for the A's, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. This one's flared off to the right side. Chisenhall moving forward. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. Here comes the tying run home. He scores, and the A's have tied it. We're all square at 6-6.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's the first pitch. Now the runner's on his way home. Now a bunt attempt here. And how do you like that? They roll the dice, the squeeze works, and it's going to end the ball game.
What? What did I just see? My eyes have to be messing with me because I think I just saw a walk-off suicide squeeze to end this thing. Gutsy call or stupid, I'm not sure, but it sure looks like a genius move right now. Incredible.
And for the A's this afternoon, the big contribution came from this man, Jonathan Lucroy. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he played a nice game out there, as did some of his teammates, but he seemed to be the biggest difference maker, so he gets the nod in this one.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. Oakland came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Chris Hatcher wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics.